A raise? Okay. I don't ever want you to give up and not do anything. There is always something that you know. Always. Okay? Your permission slip for the field trip. Okay? The bus is $3. I already explained to the rest of the class. You will be eating lunch like a college student in the cafeteria. Ms. Bumgardner has taken care of the lunch cost. So if your parents ask when they look at the itinerary, you see that you're having lunch, well, how much does that cost? Ms. Bumgardner covered it. Okay? So please don't worry about it. You don't have to bring lunch that day. Any questions? Okay, we have a college grad from Central here, and he just said the food is good, so that's one positive to look forward to. Okay? Any questions to the two people that came in? Good? All right. We are getting ready to thank you. Transition to our centers. Fareed has already started with Ms. Faulkmain. She's one of our adults that'll be reading. You have me, you have Mr. Wallace, and you have, there she is, Miss Sierra. Okay? Today, I want to reiterate, what's Miss Bumgardner's hat for up here when it's up here? No interruptions. If Miss Bumgardner takes her hat down and she places it, raise your hand. Okay. So what does no interruptions mean? Isaiah. Thank you. No shouting out my name. I don't acknowledge you anyway when you shout out my name. Because you're supposed to do what? Raise your hand. Thank you, Sierra. Okay? We have our 6 centers today. Alright? Centers like normal. Board, correct? Any questions about that? Anyone not able to see the centers? No. Thank you. Center 1, Center 2, Center 3, Center 4, 5, and 6. They are all titled, correct? Yes. Any confusion? This is RAS kids. No. If you are AA through P, you read 2. 1 nonfiction, 1 fiction. And then you answer your comprehension questions. If you are letters Q through Z, 1 nonfiction story. The numbers for that center are 1, 3, 4, 6, 8. Any questions about that center?
No.
Yes, Keith.
What happens if you got your name on that computer? Well, you just read it then. I mean, you don't listen.
Okay, I want you to say that again, please.
What happens if your name is on that computer?
You see how you fixed that? Because grammatically you were incorrect the first time. So thank you very much. Okay? If someone's name is on that computer, please leave that window open and open a new window. Answer your question. Anyone else? Center 2, SRA. Okay? And you see the center is right down here next to the SRA boxes. Center 1 sign is right here by the computers. If this is not enough computers, you know there are 2 more computers and a stand-up. Any questions about that? Okay. Numbers for that are 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Excuse me, guys. Hopefully I won't lose my voice. Grammar, vocabulary, daily fix-it. Center 3. Excuse my bad, Ms. Faulkner. Numbers 14, 15, 17, 18, and 19. Please let me direct you to where Center 3 is. Thank you, ma'am. Center 3 is back at this desk here. And it has your grammar, your vocabulary, and your daily fix-it sheets. Any question about that?
No, ma'am.
All right. Number 4. This is your fresh reads. Okay? Right here, Center 4. Your numbers go with the fresh read that you were supposed to be reading. There's no reason to argue. There's no reason not to have any understanding. The first sheet on each stack please leave the green sticky on it. Okay? Now, when you're doing your fresh reads, what are the strategies you're supposed to use for them? Yes, Sierra.
Underline, highlight the first sentence of each paragraph.
Why?
Because that's what is going to tell you what that paragraph is going to be about.
Excellent. What else, Daniel B?
Read the question first.
Read the question first. Excellent. Twayshawn?
Start on the first and last paragraph.
Why?
Because it's telling you the main idea of the story.
Okay. The main idea in the beginning, and then what's very good. Excellent. Let me get some new people. Sanaya, yes. Tell me where you found your answer. Do you even need to bother saying you're finished and turning that in if you have not given me the paragraph in the sentence where you found your answer?
No.
No. What have we learned in this class? When we don't say where we found our answer, what usually happens? Who can tell me? Taji.
We get the answer wrong.
You usually get the answer wrong. Okay? And aren't there clue words in the question that is being asked when you go back into the paragraph?
Yes.
There you go. Any questions on that? All right, what's our next center? Sentence strips. There's the baggies. Okay? The numbers for sentence strips are 5, 7, 2, 16, 23, and 26. And Ms. Bumgardner says you can use your reading streak. So you have your baggie. Here's the white sheet. You get your glue stick. Now, are you allowed to glue them down before getting them checked?
No.
Why not?
Because we might get them.
You might have them in the wrong order. Because with the sentence strips, thank you. With the sentence strips, you have to put them in sequence order. Okay? So what happened first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and 10th. Okay? So again, you have to check in with an adult. And then when we say, yes, you have it right, then you can glue them down. What do you need to put on the top of each page you get today that you work on? Abigail. Name, date, and number. Okay, one more time.
Name, date, and number.
All right? Because if you don't, I have no idea whose paper I have. Okay? Any questions about that? Center 6. Okay? Infer, generalization, and drawing conclusions. I am going to start off with the small groups at these centers. And there will be no more than 4 people. I am so sorry. Please continue. I don't mean to be rude to you, even though I'm talking.
He's just telling me to move my head, like.
Okay. You can ignore her because I'm standing up here talking. So did you even have to acknowledge her, ma'am? Okay? Be control of yourself. It's not necessary for you to direct her. I'm standing right here. I'm quite capable.
Steve.
I need to know that you're paying attention, so you're going to know what to do at your centers. Are you finished? Do you owe the class an apology?
I'm sorry.
Thank you very much. Okay, so here you see we have drawing conclusions, inferencing, okay, and again, generalizations. I will have a group that I'm going to start out. 1. I am going to try to get 2 groups in today. We'll see how that goes. Okay? I do have the numbers for that, so you don't have to guess about it. When you're playing the games, I need for you to make sure you're very respectful with using the materials. Okay? Any questions? Okay, what I would like is for this to be an extremely smooth transition without a lot of noise. Okay? So if you're going to Center 1, please get your computer. If you are going to Center 2, please get your SRA card. Remember, you should have out your reading journal and a pencil if you're going to SRA Center. If you are going to the Grammar Vocabulary Daily Fix-It, that's Center 3. If you are going to your Fresh Read, okay, Center 4. Please make sure you're using your highlighter. If you are doing sentence strips, Center 5, right here. Oh, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice. I hear people using nice manners over here. Thank you. Thank you. Taji made sure he got his SRA card, he knew his number, and he's reading with an adult. Miss Falkbane has an open chair. Thank you, Josue. Please remember, you are allowed to collaborate if you are in any center except RAS Kids or SRA. Honey, I asked you not to work with the sticky one. That was one of the and are you okay? Or you do one center at a time, sweetheart?
Yeah, except
I'm not aware of that.
Wait, are we supposed to go reading?
Okay, so why are you taking? Okay. But you're doing, you have to choose one first, honey. There's no way you can do two centers at once. Not here. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Log in. Excuse me, sweetheart. Do you know you need to turn the volume off? Okay. Yes, ma'am. Anyone What's wrong, Martine? Okay.
We need to try this.
There's a small group working on center strips on the carpet. Remember, we can have no more than 4, but it's only 3. Oh, there's 4. She's working on center strips. If you wanna, do you mind working with, collaborating with Khadijah? Okay, she'll collaborate with you.
Is this yours?
14. You wanna work one-on-one with me before I start working with the small group with the game?
And I need to go get a big copy. Always copy. That doesn't make sense. My paper always. I think we just use our tape. Oh yeah, we need to open the book. We need to open the pictures. I learned how to do that. If you got before, I'm looking at let's make a date for me that we how
Let's pull any vocabulary that you don't understand. Oh, you're welcome. It's right back over there. You guys have any questions? How do you do? I'm just trying to walk around so I can get questions, so I want to start the next center with the games, but I want to make sure no one has any questions before I do that. Okay, did you go back to the story? Okay, and the title they have is what? Now, from what you read here, out of those two, which would best be the title if it didn't have word skipping? So you're going to have to look back over your story and then see which one would be the best one. You can put paragraph 1 dash, which is through, right? However many it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you could write paragraphs 1 through 8. That's the whole. You use 1 through 8. If you only use 1 through 3, then it's paragraphs 1 through 3. Does that make sense?
Don't you ever see like this?
Can I give you the ELL strips? They're doing that. Make sure they're in the right direction. Is it coming up? Okay. Now you guys doing with your sentence strips. Remember, you're not gluing anything. Okay? So you need a partner or you okay? Okay, first I want to make sure that, remember, you take a minute and do it, and then you go back over and look at it, because you made no corrections here. None of the daily fixes that I give you are correct. Okay? So that's why I said what you can do. You know what other numbers are in daily fix-it. You're allowed to collaborate. So you're allowed to go see if someone else you can talk to and see what they saw was grammatically incorrect with that sentence. Okay? You all right, babe? You good, babe? Any words, pronunciation? Jenny? Excuse me. Miss Sierra has a chair available to read aloud.
It says, yeah, I know.
I'm going to start the drawing conclusions. Try not to interrupt you too much while you're working. When I call your name, I'm going to want you to come to the center, and we're going to sit and work on this for a few minutes. And I understand if you didn't finish, that's fine.
Why didn't you get both? I always get both.
Jaden, Khadijah, Tajee, Martine. Bless you. All right. I'm going to need someone who's going to be in charge. Okay? Oh. Who's going to be responsible? This is the answer key. And then on the other side is the rules of the game. Can I ask you to be responsible for rules of the game? Okay? And then, can I ask Martine, when people are ready to check their answer, you're the only one who's going to have the answer key, because Jane will be finished reading the directions, okay? And I think what you should do is the first game, it's going to be new, because this is the first time all of you play this, okay? People make mistakes. Are we going to get upset and yell at each other? Are we going to help each other out? Yes. Now the second time, I want it to be more of you answering the question by yourself. Okay? So after you finish reading directions and making sure everyone understands, and I'm going to sit here and watch, okay? And you start, Martine, you're going to have the answer key, and you'll be able to tell people whether their answers are right. Okay? Yes. Some of you are playing Oh, cool. All right, who wants to be the person making sure? Okay. What do you have to do? Look at the board. What do you have to do with your cards? Direction. Very good. Go ahead and do that. Just a reminder, we have dictionaries and a grammar section.
Nobody's dipped my hands.
All right. What's the categories we have, guys? So I know
I see in this part. And I was jealous, and then my cousin wouldn't show up. I had a plug. Then, but
I have a scenario. What's a scenario?
See, but
Okay, so let me ask you this. What word do you see that's in the scenario?
Wait, I got one behind me.
remain underwater. What's that?
Seen.
No, see?
Okay, now, when we've done plays in here before, and there's a scene, what happens?
But when I did cartwheels, then we go to the page.
Okay. Two or more people, right? So what do you think the scenario is?
Where's yours at? I look at it right.
Right, okay? So it's something that you're either putting on or that you're in the middle of. For example, this is our scenario right here.
Yeah, we
The
already
teacher
had that,
and four
but
other
then it's
students are playing a game.
What? Right here.
Does that make sense? Okay? And it says you are flying over the Caribbean seas when suddenly the captain announces that one engine has failed. The plane is forced to make an emergency crash landing in the sea. All right? So they're setting up our scenario, okay? You are knocked unconscious with the impact of the crash and wake up on the beach of a deserted island. You would like to... You and a few others are the only survivors from the plane crash and have no idea where you are or how to contact anyone for help. Okay? In order to survive, you must travel the island in search of food, water, and supplies until you are rescued. So that's the whole scenario for this game, right? You see what's representing the island that you can show. Okay, there's volcanoes. What else? Cliff, Martine, what do you see? How does, what do you see? How does, Monkey, what about you today? Oh, Tiki's, okay. I'm surprised no one said the water. Okay? All right, go ahead and read the directions then.
So you want to choose each? You do change. Oh, no. No, you don't. Because the
Pause. Did we do the cards already?
Yeah.
So what is it we need to do, direction maker? That we haven't done yet in step 1. Each player is supposed to what? Each player what? All right.
She did. She can manage.
All right. So we've done that. So we go to step. All right.
Take turns rolling the bag. Play with the highest Wait, second, she checked that before the beginning.
Oh, you checked it right.
Wait,
Excellent. So roll the die. Roll the die. See who goes first. Remember your. Okay, any words so far there? Goodbye, said Gift Bear. I'm on my way. And he ran down the road to the king's palace. Happy birthday to the king, said Gift Bear to the guards. The king's birthday was months ago. You're late, they roared. And they threw Gift Bear into prison. Don't be sad, he told himself, and he sang a little song about his troubles. Okay, anything you don't understand or any terms in here you need to go over. Now remember, this is an exclamation point. I didn't even know you were here, kind Gift Bear, said the king. Because remember, if you don't read it in the way it was written, again, that changes the whole meaning of that sentence. Okay? Please. Like the dog is running.
No. 1, 2, 1, 2, wait. I got it. It's somewhat
I lied to you.
It's alright. I did 4
Stop. Look. Listen. Freeze. I'd like to thank Fareed because I can see his eyes. Mahogany, Tamaya. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you, Josue. Daniel B. Now, thank you, everyone. We are now going to transition to lunch. This means quietly, if you have an SRA card, you are going to put your SRA card up. There should be no more than 3 people at the SRA card area at a time. Grammar section. You are putting your grammar sheets back underneath the ones that are not completed. You're putting yours underneath that. Make sure your name and date are on those. Sentence strips. You should have the Ziploc bags up, and you should have your glued sentence strips up here with your name and date. If you are on RazKids, log off and please plug it up. If you're not finished, remember, you get a sticky, you write your name on it, so when you come back, you can finish that story. Any questions so far? If you have a game, please make sure you are neatly putting the game up and it has all the parts to it.